In the first days of October 1941, a narrow Finnish bridgehead clung to the ground around the Svir hydroelectric station. The river pressed hard against the defenders' backs, leaving no room for retreat. It was a fragile position, isolated, exposed, and critically important. On October 1st, Major Curt Tira's 1st Battalion of Infantry Regiment 44 took over the sector. They relieved Major Ani Lampin, whose men had led the earlier assault, and now withdrew as part of a planned rotation. The changeover was smooth, but the calm did not last. That very first night, ominous signs appeared. From beyond the tree line came the distant sounds of engines and clanking tracks, armor. Tira listened carefully through the darkness. By morning, he decided to move his forward command post closer to the front, personally measuring the ground his men would be forced to defend. Enemy harassing fire soon cut several telephone lines, isolating sections of the position. At 1 a.m., confirmation arrived. A captured Soviet radio transmission revealed the plan in chilling clarity. A reinforced Soviet infantry regiment, backed by tanks and artillery, had been ordered to attack at dawn. Their objective was total destruction, eliminate the Finnish Bridgehead and silence the mortar positions south of the power station. The message left no doubt. The Soviets knew exactly how few men stood in their way. Tira's defenses were thin, just a narrow line of infantry and 4 37mm Bofors anti-tank guns. Before dawn on October 2nd, Soviet artillery opened fire. Shells slammed into the trenches as Finnish soldiers pressed themselves into mud and earth, the ground heaving beneath them. Through the smoke, Tira spotted T-34 tanks advancing, their barrels glowing hot. The Bofors guns fired at close range, but the shells sparked and slid off the tank's sloped armor. Several tanks broke through the forward trench and began roaming behind Finnish lines, guns sweeping for targets. But the tanks had moved too fast. Their infantry lagged behind. As the armor turned back, Lieutenant Arvo Pönty led a small group forward with satchel charges and mines. From their foxholes, they waited until the tanks were only meters away, then rushed in, forcing explosives into the tracks. At the same time, Finnish riflemen and machine gun crews sealed gaps in the line, catching the advancing Soviet infantry in open ground and shattering them with crossfire. By late October, the fighting subsided. The Finns fortified the position for winter. Infantry Regiment 44 held the hydroelectric station line for nearly 4 months, finally handing it over in January 1942 before rotating to rest. The bridgehead had held.